Hello everyone watching on YouTube, welcome back to the channel. My name is Hadoken and we are back with Valkyrie Elysium. I've been excited to play this game when I heard it was coming out. I did play the original game 100 years ago, it feels like, Valkyrie Profile. I played it on the PS1 and I know there were several ports of that game to the 3DS, and there were other versions on the PSP. There's also the second game that came out on PS2, which I didn't get a chance to play. I heard it was much harder than the first one, but I never had an opportunity to play it. I would like to potentially someday go back and play that game. However, I do not have access to a PS2, and I don't know if it's on the virtual console on the PS4 or any other console. So that's probably going to be unlikely unless I emulate it. So that being said, we are starting this game, and I am super excited to play it. It did come out today. This is day of release. This is the digital deluxe, or the digital version on PS4. So I don't know how the frame rates are going to be. I did play the demo and it seemed to be okay. But you know, it's PS4, and the PS4 is kind of going out of its life cycle. And you know, we're hoping that the inventories for PS5 will come up soon, and I'll be able to purchase one of those eventually. So that being said, let's get started. We're gonna go ahead and start a new game. I did download the demo and play it, and it did say that it would transfer over. However, I deleted the demo completely so I could start fresh for this. I didn't want to download the demo because I wanted to, you know, experience it firsthand. But I'm kind of glad I did, just so I can get a feel for it. The frame rate seemed to be okay before, but that was the demo, so I don't know what the full game is gonna be like. You know, that's kind of like a little bit of the game that you get in the demo, and it's not finished. Now it's finished, so hopefully they're able to fix things that were broken. And this day and age with video games, they can send out updates left and right, so it's not a problem. We're gonna play on normal, standard difficulty for enjoyable combat and gameplay. Easy, I don't want easy. And then hard provides a challenging experience for those confident in their skills. We'll just go normal. If I feel like the game is too easy, which generally I don't, then we'll bump it up to hard. For those that are wondering why I'm not playing Trails in the Sky, I will be jumping back and forth from this to Trails in the Sky. We'll be going, you know, on and on, off and on between the two. Yesterday I didn't stream because Twitch was falling apart. I don't know what happened. It seemed like no one was able to stream or actually go live. People that were already live didn't seem to have a problem, but people that were trying to go live couldn't. Ragnarok, this phenomenon. Oh, I didn't get to read it all. Let me know how the game audio is, Brown Bear,
before the
if you
memory
could.
of man, Odin Allfather, chief of the gods, and his brothers combined their strength to slay the primeval giant Ymir, thus forging the world. Under the world tree Yggdrasil, gods and humans dwelled in the realms of Asgard, Midgard, and Niflheim.
Of course I get a
But their
message.
peaceful existence was not to last. The monstrous wolf, Fenrir, bared its terrible fangs upon the world, threatening all existence. Odin stood and fought against the ferocious wolf and its forces in Asgard. But soon, their conflict would envelop all the worlds in war and chaos. The battle waged on incessantly, splitting the sea and sundering the earth. Innumerable lives were lost and the worlds faced utter destruction. No resolution to the conflict seemed in sight. Then, one day, at the climax of their vicious battle, Fenrir sunk its fangs into Odin's neck, tearing his windpipe. and Odin impaled the beast's skull with his spear, Gungnir.
Audio's good.
The
Good deal.
two could fight no longer, signifying the end of the war on Asgard. However, the destruction did not cease. The mighty blast of Hjalmarhorn echoed through the lands, proclaiming the coming end. Versed as he was in the seeress's prophecy, Odin knew all too well that the world was already in the throes of Ragnarok. It was a prophecy that foretold of the end to all things. The twilight of the world before its return to nothingness. In one last attempt to defy this fate, Odin created a new place of gods.
It's so bright. Seems to look pretty decent. I don't know what the PS5 version looks, you know, compared. It's supposed to come to PC or Steam in November, I think. I didn't want to wait that long.
Valkyrie.
Oh wow, I didn't like how that
Can you hear
popped
me?
in.
I am Odin, the ruler of this world and your creator. If you can hear my voice, then proceed further.
Location marker. Your destination is shown by a yellow location marker. The distance to the location is displayed above it. 4 meters, I guess. Dash. Oh, so just push it down. Soul Chain. Move the camera towards an objective, then press L2. Soul Chain allows you to get to places that you already reached by jumping alone. So, in the first game, Lilith, she had like these ice crystals that she could shoot, and they would attach to a wall or the ground or whatever. And if you break them, then you could like stack them, which was kind of neat. It was kind of a pain in the butt. And eventually I think she got a double jump at some point, if I'm not mistaken. I could be wrong about that. But trying to get them to stack was always a pain in the butt.
It is almost time for you to wake up. But first, there is one more lesson I must give you personally.
The holy laws decree
Enemy.
your obliteration.
Get wrecked. Quadra slash. 1, 2, 3, 4. One, 2, 3, 4. Okay. It's much different than the original game. The original game was a turn-based RPG. This one's obviously an action hack and slash. Enemies you defeat will drop a variety of items. These items can be used towards acquiring new skills or enhancing weapons for Valkyrie.
All threats will be eliminated.
Stepping slash. Flash kick. Get wrecked. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, that was cool. Not
Farewell,
quite sure
consort.
about this. It almost... She looks kind of weird. Like... She doesn't look all that great. Honestly. Her hair looks grainy. Like... It doesn't look fantastic. She could look better. And I don't know if this is just because it's the capabilities of the PS4. But I've seen PS4 games look way better than this. I really don't know how it's gonna look like later in the game. I mean, look at it. Look at her face. It looks smashed. What's up, Steep Rock? I don't know. We'll see. I don't know if Sony or Square is going to put out any updates for this game later on, but we'll see. Valkyrie's health gauge will be displayed below her. The gauge will deplete as Valkyrie receives damage, and the game will end once it reaches 0. Use items and green souls to recover your health. Press R3 to lock onto the target, then R to switch. Target lock-on is only available when the target marker is displayed. While locked on, press R3 again allows you to remove the lock. I know it does. It's Tony Hawk, the female version of Tony Hawk. It does not look that good. But I am definitely not a guy that cares about... I mean, I care about mostly how the game looks, but as long as the gameplay is good. Oh. Correct.
Here ends your miserable existence.
Double slash in the air. One, two, wait, maybe I gotta hit him. 1, 2, 3. Rolling slash. Soul chain. Move the camera towards an objective, then press L2. Soul chain allows you to get to places you're out of reach of by jumping along. Okay, so same thing before.
Valkyrie, you have the power to use the souls of the dead. I will share with you the knowledge I possess of the souls I have sensed out thus far.
Odin's voice sounds weird. It sounds familiar, but it sounds weird. Summoning Einherjar. While pressing R1, press the button Map to an Einherjar to summon them. That's German, isn't it? Ein is 1. And then Herjar. What would that be? I don't know. Summon the Einherjar assigned to each button. Up to 2 Einherjar can be summoned at once and will automatically return after a set amount of time. That's pretty cool. Are they out there for the whole battle, I wonder?
You are all to be purified, per Odin's decree.
Strike worth its weight in gold.
Are they like time-based?
That is a feat worthy of a human.
So they disappear afterwards, okay. Soul gauge. The soul gauge is displayed beneath the health gauge. Summoning on Harrier will deplete the soul gauge, while items and blue souls can restore it. Okay. Soul. Souls have several types, with each color possessing their own uses. Green souls restore health, blue souls restore the soul gauge, and yellow souls acquire skills and upgrade weapons. Oh, you can upgrade weapons. That's pretty sick. That's new. Divine Arts. Hold L2 and press circle, triangle, square, X. Use Divine Arts assigned to each button. Divine Arts have specific attributes, and matching these with enemy weaknesses will give you an edge in battle. Okay, so R2 and triangle. Oh, okay. That's cool. Why does it say weapon weakness? Dang. Oh, that meter goes down. Okay, I got it. The arts gauge is displayed beneath the soul gauge. Using Divine Arts depletes the arts gauge, while using items and performing longer combos can restore it. So that's what the I guess the diamonds are, is the Divine Arts gauge, I guess.
Hello? Einherjar
puzzles. Oh, that's sick. Press R3 to lock on, then press R1 plus the button mapped to your Einherjar. Summoning an Einherjar able to solve an area's puzzle will allow you to get to places previously unreachable. So instead of just using the jump, you have to use certain souls to complete puzzles. That's kind of neat. I like that. So then R1, it said.
Fulfill your mission.
I can handle this.
Oh, that's sick.
A trivial
That's really
task.
cool. What? Does it stay forever or does it disappear? What if I jump on it? I guess it just stays forever. It doesn't go away.
You must learn how to fully utilize your abilities so that you may fulfill your mission. A mission of vital importance.
Boxes. Can you break them? Yeah, you can break boxing. But is it like Elden Ring? When you break boxes, nothing pops out. Like, they're just pointless boxes. Or is there items in these boxes? Elemental effects with Einherjar summons. Summoning an Einherjar will apply their element onto Valkyrie's normal attacks. While 2 Einherjar are summoned, press R1 plus the button mapped for your Einherjar. When 2 Einherjar are summoned, you can switch between their elements by holding R1 and pressing the button corresponding to the summon Einherjar. So you just press R1 and then the button. So if you want lightning or ice or whatever, that's pretty neat. While elemental effects is active, press R2 plus the button for element fortified divine art. Any divine arts that have the same element as the currently summoned Einherjar will be more powerful than normal. Oh, that's pretty dope. I like that.
You are all to be purified, per Odin's decree.
So,
Awaken, my
let's summon.
assembly.
Oh, that was dope.
That is worthy of a hero.
An attack worthy of praise.
It looks like the Einherjar are pretty useful too. Like, they don't suck. They're actually decent and can fight.
A fearsome.
Elemental damage and elemental blight. Enemies each have elemental weaknesses and an elemental gauge. Elemental gauge is displayed on the left side of the health gauge. Attacking them with elements they are weak to will fill their elemental gauge. Once it's full, they will go into an elemental crush state. Ah, that's why they were stunned, and that's why it said crush. So you have to know which enemy is weak to whatever element, whether that be ice, lightning, fire.
Defiled soul.
Okay,
You
so that's
shall
cool.
be freed.
So he's weak to lightning.
Divine raging bolt.
Looks like they all are. Yeah, I see that meter. Direct. Is he dead?
All threats will be eliminated.
All threats will be eliminated. More puzzles. Press R3 to lock on, then press R1 for your... Okay, so it's the same thing. But I guess a different Einherjar.
Show me why it is.
Oh, that was cool. Alright. Oh, treasure chests. Treasures. The crystal imbued with magic uses material for weapon enhancements. Oh, we got 10 of them. I'll wait until the tutorial tells me, hey, check this out. You can enhance your weapons. The gameplay is fun so far. I mean, it was in the demo.
Those things you fought, they are entities known as the undead. Formed from the remnant of an impure soul. A truly vile existence.
Okay. I swear Odin's voice sounds familiar.
You need my help?
I do, yeah. There's a giant boulder here, so I mean,
Show me why it is.
do your thing.
Let's go!
Why did Soul Chain pop up? Because of that? I was getting there. It kind of told me real early. Hey, you're gonna need Soul Chain in like a mile. I like where her weapon is. Kind of on her hip like that. Combo gauge. The combo gauge is displayed on the right side of the screen. Landing hits on an enemy will increase the gauge and it will start to deplete as time passes. Combos can be continued by landing successive attacks before the gauge disappears.
Show me why
You need my help?
Oh, and their attacks also count towards the combo gauge. That's neat. I like that. There's a white crystal over there, but I don't want to put the combo gauge up. Get wrecked. What is this?
fearsome foe.
Can't do anything with it.